Do you feel like your skill level has plateaued? Often the learning curve is steep at the start and then you can get comfortable and stop progressing. So let's look at a few fun things today that can help you push on and improve your riding. The first thing to do is to change your mindset and go back to being a 13-year-old. Now I know some of you watching this will be, but I'm certainly not. But I think that's when you progress the most, just through messing around on your bike. First fun challenge is the manual, and it's a really useful skill for things like drop-offs, jumps, technical terrain. Just get yourself out there, do the manual, see how long you can hold it for. Put a stick down where you drop the front wheel, keep trying to beat it. The longer the manual, the better. Why not even challenge some of your mates? So why is a manual going to help you progress your riding? Well, it's the first part of learning front wheel control, and you need to unweight your front wheel over lots of things like wet routes, drop-offs. It's going to stop your front wheel from diving, so when it comes to doing big, slow drop-offs, you're going to need a manual. Also, you're going to learn where the balance point is on the bike before you start looping out and going too far. You're going to need good rear brake control from stopping that from happening. But the good balance point, knowing where that is, means you're hopefully going to do bigger bunny hops. So you've done your manuals, keep practicing those because you can always get better. Now we're moving on to the bunny hop. Now this is a key skill for jumping, for getting over gnarly terrain. It's just a mountain bike fundamental. Again, you can always get better at this. So I found myself an obstacle, a big log, and I'm going to try and go from the smaller end, hop over that, but then challenge myself to doing the bigger end over here. So Martin has already given everyone at GMBN a bunny hop challenge, and Blake was the best, so it's definitely time for me to practice this. And it's great to have an obstacle because you're going to see directly if you are improving. So your newfound bunny hop skills are going to help you make height on jumps and hopefully make you more confident to actually hit bigger jumps. They're also going to let you unweight over gnarly terrain. So it's something that downhill racers do an awful lot. Sometimes they'll literally just unweight so that the bike carries more speed over the bumps, they don't sink in and hit them. Often they actually use a proper bunny hop to gap over stuff. That does make the unrideable rideable. Learning how to drift is a really simple thing to do. It's good to find yourself a big open spot like this that's nice and soft should you fall off. You don't have to actually make a corner at all, just learn to move the bike around. And it all starts with a skid. I would recommend trying to do this on flat pedals, or at least unclipping your inside foot if you are using clips, because a big dab could save you here from falling over. So come into the corner nice and quick and just over exaggerate the corner. So turn a little bit harder, lean the bike over a little bit more, and now just start dragging the back brake. That's going to start getting the rear wheel loose. Eventually, once you get the feel for it, it's good to not do it with brakes at all. So just lean the bike over, turn hard, and then you'll get a feel for hopefully the front and the rear wheel moving at the same time. Once you get the hang of this, it really is going to help with your confidence in slippy corners. To begin with, I'll bias my weight towards the handlebars to make sure the front wheel has got some grip. Eventually, I'll start bringing my weight a bit further back on the bike to try and initiate a two-wheel drift. Learning to drift really teaches you the subtleties about where to place your weight on the bike so that you're equally drifting the front and back tyre. So I used to do a lot of this when it came to my race bike for downhill and enduro, so that I knew the sweet spot, so that when I was really pushing the limits and actually I slid when I maybe wasn't expecting it, hopefully I was in the right spot so I didn't just end up crashing because I slid the front tyre or the back tyre out by itself. So once you've got the skills, it's now about pushing yourself. So this is almost a bit of mental progression. This could be riding a more technical trail, so going from a blue to a red to a black, or it could be hitting bigger and bigger jumps. This really does need to be gradual progression, because if you go too far and send yourself off a really hard jump or a really hard piece of terrain, you end up crashing, you'll be going back a lot of steps. So you do small baby steps and build that progression all the time. To see a video for some racing inspiration, click up there for a video from Andy Pacifico last year. Down there for Blake pushing his limits at the Dart Fest. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up.